Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jake. I've been a construction estimator for over 20 years, and throughout my career, I've helped companies win work on projects worth up to billions of dollars. Today, I run my own estimating consulting firm, helping contractors prepare competitive bids and win more work. In our previous videos, we talked about differences between an estimator and project manager, and I also discussed some of the key qualities that make a good estimator. And if you watched those videos and decided that estimating might be the right career path for you, well, congratulations. Estimating is a very rewarding career. But honestly, for me, I really just started into estimating, didn't really know what I was doing, um, but found out I was actually pretty good at it. And companies were willing to pay me pretty well. So that's how I kind of got into this career. I didn't plan on doing it, but uh, but yeah, for today, I kind of want to talk about some of the skill sets that make a good estimator, starting with the junior estimator role, then to senior estimator role. So yeah, let's dive right in. For a junior estimator, let's kind of look at the tasks that you typically do in the first 2 3 months of your estimating career. Um, you're doing pre-bid checklists, uh, probably doing a lot of takeoffs, and typically helping senior estimators fill out the estimate throughout whatever software that the company. So first off, let's start with the pre-bid checklist. So this is majority of the time this is a responsibility for junior estimators. What you're going to do is you're going to download all the RFP, the request for proposal documents. You're going to read through all that stuff, and you're going to answer a checklist of questions. um, Typically the questions will be like, hey, where's the project located? um, what scopes are there? Is it similar to the scopes that we've done before? Is it self-perform, subcontract work? Are there bonding or bid bond requirements, insurance requirements, and then look at the risk. Are there liquidated damages? Um, what kind of uh, a different risk, I guess, like in terms of contract models, and so forth. Um, yeah, definitely not going to talk about contract models in this video since it's a lot more complicated. We'll probably do another one. But yeah, and yeah, even like looking at schedules, like is it double shift? Are there noise violation? I mean noise restrictions. So different windows that you can work or traffic restrictions. So all that stuff you typically answer for this bid checklist. Um, and this is so that you can go into typically companies would do like weekly or bi-weekly reviews, where they'll review all these checklists for potential tenders that they want to bid. And once they review it in the meeting, and senior estimator or the estimating manager decides that, hey, this is good, this is a good opportunity for us, they would then move these into the bid log and use the bid log to track the estimating process. um, as a junior estimator, majority of your time would be doing quantity takeoffs. This is reading drawings, reading specs, and measuring out the takeoff in a software. Um, uh, if you and to be honestly frank, if you do not enjoy doing takeoffs, estimating might not be the right path for you. You'll start doing it right away. You'll know if you like it or not. For me, when I first started as a junior estimator, I spent probably 8 hours a day for months, all just doing takeoffs. Uh, for me, I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed learning about the construction process, and for me, I wanted to understand what a drawing, everything in the drawing. So, for instance, like a secant wall, what's the difference between that and a sheet pile wall? Or if I was doing excavation, hey, there's spiles. what's the difference between piles and or pipe piles versus like a shotcrete wall versus shotcrete wall and anchors, and what's the whalers and all this other stuff. So I kind of wanted to learn about these things, and so for me, um, doing a takeoff makes sense. Like I'm reading a drawing, then I'm asking these questions to either the senior estimator or asking them with the project staff that we have in our construction team, and learning about it so that I can do a proper takeoff. Um, definitely, uh, I find that it's a different mindset. I feel like there are some estimators that don't ask questions, and I feel like you're not going to learn as fast. Uh, for me, the companies that hire you as a junior estimator, they don't expect you to know any of this stuff. They expect you to come in and ask questions. The senior estimator or even like the estimating manager, they're responsible for the estimate. They're responsible to understand that everything's done correctly and so forth. So, as a junior estimator, your main task is asking questions and understanding, um, and doing the takeoffs, right? So don't don't be shy in asking questions and thinking that, hey, I should know this, or just Google this and so forth. Like, I feel like Google is a good resource for little things here and there. Like maybe it's worthwhile to Google just to understand the exact activity. But I would then use that information to ask the senior estimator or the construction team that knows this scope, and actually get their feedback so that I'm actually doing the correct takeoff. I'm not doing it twice. Yeah, the worst thing is if you do make an assumption, and like maybe you Google this and this is what it says this is supposed to be, and you make an assumption and you do the estimate. You you Yeah, the worst thing is it could be wrong, and you have to redo your takeoff. Or even worse than that would be the estimator didn't catch it, and all of a sudden it's a wrong takeoff that they implemented the wrong cost to, and then they're actually going out and doing the job and it's wrong. So a good example, back in my first estimate that I did, I didn't really know how to read a geotech report. This was years ago, and this job had a high water level, and we were supposed to well point. There were like notes everywhere in the geotech report that talks about this. I missed all of it, and we estimated this job thinking like, hey, there's nothing, nothing of concern. We'll just dig it out, put the pipe in, and backfill, and done. Uh Man, that's a big mistake. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that we missed by not putting in the well point line. Now we won that job too, but and luckily we were able to perform okay. But yeah, like these things, if you um if you don't know something, it's important to ask the question. That way you're doing the right takeoff. Um uh Another piece that I feel like and the clients are more and more looking for now is schedule in their tenders. So the, the client typically would supply you with their own master schedule of the project, which would encompass all the scopes that they would expect for the project. Now, you might be bidding only like sections of it, or you might be the client and you might be the GC that has to build something. Anyways, the the what I'm finding now is even with a small scope, the GCs are still looking for that schedule, looking for you that you're to see that you understand. There is different schedule restrictions, like I was talking before, like noise restrictions or bird windows, uh, and so forth. Like they want to see that the contractors are already actually understanding that, more so than just the low price, because like a low price contractor might give you this number thinking that they can do it, and come back and you waste a bunch of time talking to them, and then find out like they never even look at all these other constraints that you have in your project, and that all adds costs, right? And yeah, so like going back, so that those are the kind of the roles that you would be doing as a junior estimator. And let's talk about like the skill sets that you learn. Like I said before, you'll learn more about understanding how to read a drawing, understand how to read specifications, um, and and so forth. Like the main thing though to really grind in is the as a junior estimator, you are not responsible for the estimate. The senior estimator or the reconstruction manager or estimating manager, they're the ones that's responsible for the estimate. You you just have to uh you just have to do your part to support that. Uh, but the growth happens if you demonstrate that you can understand everything and also be responsible for an estimate. So this comes with knowledge, with asking questions, and so forth. So that's where I feel like if you really want to grow fast in the estimating uh, path, you you need to understand drawings, understand spec, and to do that, you need to ask questions. So that's where I feel like it's the best way to grow into that senior role. Um, uh, yeah, so we did talk about some softwares that I do for takeoffs, and then for estimates, uh, there's Heavy Bid, Innate, Progest, HSS. Well, that's Heavy Bid. Um, anyways, there's a whole bunch of different softwares. All the softwares typically do the same. They're very similar in the result of what it is. You pretty much have a bid table, and you'll have to build a work breakdown structure, a WBS, and you kind of map them together. Now some like to map one to one, and some allow you to have more flexibility. All the software is kind of at the end of the day is just you're just tracking your costs in activity that would combine and group back into a cost per per bid item or their bid list. Um, so so now in the beginning, as a junior estimator, you're just supporting that role. You're not expected uh, to build everything from start to finish. That's the responsibility of again of the senior estimator or the estimating manager. You're just to support. Like say you did a takeoff, you're just going to enter all that stuff in. Maybe the senior estimator have crews that they want to use for each type of activity. You build those in and put the right productions in and stuff like that. Or you'll go out and email out for quotes for certain materials or subcontracts and so forth, and you would then take that those the quotes and put them into the estimating software. So that'll be your task, to actually understand and review these things and make sure that hey, this is all inclusive of what the estimate needs and all this other stuff. That's the senior estimator's responsibility. Um, and with time, you'll learn and learn more and more in terms of like, hey, did I include everything? Like my scenario there where I talked about the well pointing and the high water table. Like that as a senior estimator, you would be responsible to know that and adjust your estimate accordingly. It's not a junior estimator role. Um uh and yeah, like things get missed if you don't tell the senior estimator, but at the end of the day, they're the ones responsible. They need to ask those questions or review the right documents to double check your work to make sure that you're not missing. Um uh yeah, so that's kind of the junior estimator role. I hope you enjoyed the videos. If you learned something useful, please hit the subscribe button and comment. Ask me questions. If you're really considering the estimating career, definitely reach out. You can find me on LinkedIn, or you can You can comment down in the videos. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.